And hello. Today, we are going to do some fun stuff with keywords and Google Search Console. Just in the background, if you don't know, we wait for maybe a couple people to join us. In the background, I have a little presentation. We're going to go live into the lab and do some keyword analysis. If you're joining today and you have Google Search Console, get ready. We're going to have a super good time. So if you don't know me, my name is Pip. I help run Seymour Digital Media and KnowHow Marketing Lab, which is our training area for SEO and Google Ads. And today we're going to take you through Google Search Console, and we are doing lots of things. Yeah, hello. Hi, Matt. Hi, Jody. This is my first time streaming like this, so do bear with me. There might be a couple hiccups, but I'm going to get right into it, and I'm going to go through a small presentation, and then we're going to jump right into Google Search Console. Okay, so now, okay, here we are. So we're going to talk about Google Search Console today. Google Search Console is your secret weapon. It's your Google secret weapon. Now, your secret weapon, hold on. There we go. Oh, I feel nervous for a second. Give me 1 sec. As I said, today we're going to do a couple fun things. But the way we always start is we start with a quote, which is SEO is the art that helps you increase traffic and ranking to your website. Basically, if Google thinks you're doing the right things, you will gain position. As soon as you go far enough up in position in ranking, you get more clicks, which we will get further into this as we go. I did work on my graphics. I know they're going to be a little lot, but an SEO strategy is really strong if you drive people to the website or to the business. Hold on. David. Hello, Phelan. Hey, Aster. Yay. Okay. I'm in it to win it today. I tell you all, there's a lot of different components. So let us know if the sound goes funny. This is our roadmap today. Our little journey is going to start off with understanding keyword research, selecting the perfect keywords, using Google Search Console. So this is for if you have pages on your website already. And then we're going to talk about tracking and refining. And we're going to do a lot of this in the lab. So the lab is where we got to go play. I have some things queued up so we can go right into Search Console so you can do this. I also have a script that I will share with you that will help you. You don't really need it, but it is fun. Let's get into it. So first, how to do keyword research in Google Search Console. I think I'd love you to know what Google Search Console is first. Google Search Console is a free tool. It's been around for eons. They wanted it to be more user-friendly, so they changed the name to Google Search Console many years ago. It does not change much. And the place we're going to pay most attention to in there is the performance tab. Google Search Console is for everybody. Google wants you to use this. A lot of you are probably getting emails that say, hey, you got this many clicks to your website from Google Search Console. They send monthly reports sometimes if you have it set up. If you don't have it set up, we can help you and just get a hold of us, but you can do it, and we do have some free videos on that. So how Google Search Console helps, and we're just running through this quickly, just I can get some practice in. So it helps you measure, monitor, maintain, optimize, and fix and troubleshoot your website. We're just going to go into the measure and monitor area today. The equivalent is called Bing Webmaster Tools. If you don't have that, you can sign up for it. It's a little interesting. Might be more interesting now with all the AI stuff, but it's not something I use all the time. The other thing I wanted to just make note of is that I always say Google Search Console is what happens before people get to your website, and Google Analytics is what happens when people are on your website. So the keywords that people type into Google, that's what we're going to go look at today in Google Search Console. Why we're using Google Search Console and how it really helps. It helps because Google essentially understands what we are doing online now more than ever, right? Because of all the algorithm updates and the AI. As Google understands more and more, and as users use search, we can get business and they become potential customers if we show up in the search engine results pages. Most of the time we see that 90% of people's traffic comes from search. So you want to build a part of your search strategy in. Little bit of search speak. So queries, you're going to see this today. Queries are actually keywords. Just know that they are the words that people type into Google and the position your website shows up in. And impressions are when your little snippet of text shows up on a search engine results page. On the other side, it would be called your meta description, right? Clicks, we all know what clicks are. They're when you click on the little excerpt on your search engine results pages. And then click-through rate is impressions divided by clicks, right? And we want to know the click-through rate because the higher up you go in Google, the more likely you are to get clicked on. And the more likely you are to get clicked on, the higher your click-through rate, right? So 33% of all clicks come from the top 3 positions, right? But if you have a click-through rate of 0.76 and you're in the 3rd position, then you know what you have to update, which is your meta description, title, URL. You got to entice those people. That's a story for another day. What we want to get back to is search speak. The last thing we really want to know about is position, right? In Google, when you search 1 to 10. So 1 to 10 is position first page, 10 to 20 is the second page. So just remember that as we get into it. Okay, where do we find Google Search Console? We are going to be playing mostly with the performance tab, performance area. But where do we find it? We will go over to Google and we will just type in Google Search Console. We're going to look in the performance. We're going to do our keyword research in there. We're going to select some keywords today in the lab, and we're going to talk about the tracking and refining, which basically is meaning downloading and watch or downloading and uploading somewhere else. But where we're spending our time in Google Search Console is the performance tab. Now, if you want to get a rundown of all of Google Search Console, we do have a free course where you can take that class. Just let us know. We'll send you the link. There's a little secret in Google Search Console, and I never see anybody doing this online, so I am excited to share. Filtering. I'm sure lots of people do it, but it's the secret of finding your keywords, right? That for pages you're already ranking for. And then, so what we're going to do with filters are we're going to look at the pages, and we're going to filter pages and look at those keywords. And then we're going to, filter for keywords. We can even do comparisons of our own keywords, right? And then if we have time, I'll share a script with you. I've shared it with my team and they can give it to you. You can just copy it. It's a script just to color code your keywords so that you know that which keywords you should go for more at a glance, right? Using a script in a Google Sheet. But yeah, okay. So where do we find Google Search Console? I know, I'm sorry about the graphics, we're working on it. But we find it, so you can type search.google.com/search console and about. Take off the about and you will get to a page that kind of looks like this. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. A page that kind of looks like this. So we are now going over to Google Search Console. So just type into Google Search Console and I hope you can see my screen. And we're going to go over to Google Search Console. I'm going to actually get out of this. Let's get out of there and let's go play. Okay, so we're going to Google Search Console. And once you get in there, I just want to give us enough time because I know we only have 30 minutes. So I am moving fast. I do have this beautiful mouse thing that'll show you where I'm going. So just type in Google Search Console into Google, click on it. And if you already have Google Search Console, you'll probably be taken to a page like this. Might look a little bit like this. If you don't have Google Search Console, then you'll have to sign up for it and you just add. We'll show you. Just go take our free course. Anyway, you're in Google Search Console. I want you to go over to the left-hand side and I want you to look for performance right down here. And you can see we have this beautiful graph and we have these numbers. It took me a year. Okay, this is many years ago, but it took me a year to figure this out. I just want to show you something quick before we really get into it. So you can see, and yes, my numbers are atrocious right now. I have not done a blog post for about 2 years. That is changing. If you click on these squares, they will change colors. And as they change colors, then when you scroll down, you'll actually get your queries, right? And you can see we have clicks, we have those impressions, we have the click-through rate, and we have the position, right? So as we scroll back up, let's go and first change our filter. Let's change it to 12 months. So I hope you're joining me in doing this or you can catch the recording after and do this. It does get pretty fun. So we're going to change it to 12 months. You could change it to 16, right? Just for more data. 12 is a good representation of a year. 16 months is a little awkward, but we'll change it to 16 months for this time. And then if I take these off and I scroll down, you'll see that they're gone from the table, right? Okay, so that means we have these filters, and filters are key to Google Search Console and keyword research, right? So let us go and filter for a page. Now, so I could go in and I could just like about. I want to find my about page. So I'm going to go URL containing about, and it's going to filter for my about page. But you see, it's strange. Like maybe, do I have more than one about page? Let's go check. And so I scroll down, go to pages. Oh, okay. We got 2 pages here. So I want to know about this page here, right? My about page. So now you can see that the filter has changed. And now it is the exact filter of my about page, right? So I have 16 months worth of data. I want to see all the tables, right? And now I can see, okay, there we go. So you're like, that's not that interesting. But wait, there's more. So then click over to queries. And now you're getting all the queries for your about page. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see that you can get up to 500. And what you want to do here is download this beautiful information. We're going to go pick a keyword today for my about page. And so I'm going to go over to the left-hand side and export. But before I do, you can also play around in here with the filters. So just so you know, if you just want to say I wanted to get the top queries here that do not contain my business name, right? So I want to see what I could do. So you can do some filtering in here. It's fun. Does it matter? No. Yes, it's a great way to play around and learn things, as you can see. But what I want to do, I'm actually going to just refresh it. So you get rid of that filter. And so we have this. We don't have any filters here anymore down here. And we're going to go up to the right-hand side where it says export. Okay, download the Google Sheets. And this is where the fun kind of happens. So this is, now we can play games, right? Fun games. So this is where the scripts come in. So if you are interested, there is a free script to use. And what I've done is, I am not a script writer. I use ChatGPT, just so you know. I recommend if you're using scripts, use it with Google Sheets first. Don't use it in Google Ads or anything like that at this time, because you'll probably mess up something. Okay. So here we are. We have our keyword research. We got the clicks, impressions, click-through rate, and position, right? 1 to 10 position is the first page of Google. Much easier to rank on the first page of Google, right? And get yourself up versus climb up. Now, this is an about page. It is an info page. So we might want to use our brand name, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's first do this. So let's open up our sharing, so that if you're going to use the script, you want anyone with the link and you want anyone that can edit, right? And there's, then done. And so we're going to open the script. This is the script I have. And what we are looking for with position is that 1 to 10. So this is a color code that will gray out the cells that we don't want to use because we're already ranking for that. And it'll color code the cells. 1 to 10 will be green, and then 10 to 20 will be a different color. So you'll see that when we do this. Copy your script over from under position where it says function to the squiggly bracket right there, right? Copy that, go back over to your Google Sheets and go over to extensions, the menu across the top. And then you're going to go to app script. And then you're going to click on app script. And you're going to paste. And that's it. You can rename the script here. You could rename it by clicking the 3 dots on the right-hand side, rename, and it would be keyword position. And then we would save and deploy or run. And what it's going to do is it's going to open up permissions. So you're going to have to give the sheet permission to run through this. Right? Review permissions. And this will be saved so you can try it. I know I might be moving a bit fast. So just sign in and then allow. And this is just a little bit of a fun thing to do. You could try to play with scripts with your Google Sheets for fun, right? To see if it can do something. So now we want to Now that we've done that, saying warning, you've heeded the warning, we're gonna, review permissions again. I suppose so. I know, it's very exciting. Okay, just wait though. Okay, so then we have that script is done, right? It worked. Let's go back over. Let's go get the second script. This is called the header. We're just going to copy this quickly. Copy. Go back over. And this just gives us some extra practice. So then click on the plus symbol in the middle of the screen under the untitled and click script. So that's going to open a new script. We can call it header. And then click anywhere. And then copy everything that's there or highlight it and then paste. And then we're going to hit save and then run. And so you can see execution time super fast. So what did that just do? So if we go back over to the Google Sheet, it's now color coded and the header is frozen and we have notes, doer, reviewer, date, right? So we learned how we can put in things, but the color coding is what's important, right? Because we want to rank for a keyword that has the highest number of impressions, and it is the highest number of impressions and then lowest position, right? Besides, so it's going to be way hard to rank for page 72 for Digital Marketing Agency Vancouver, right? But I could rank for, let's see, we got green all the way across here. So Marketing Vancouver Island, that might be a great keyword for my about page, right? And all I did was color code, and I can see by having this low click-through rate that if I worked on this page, my about page, and I used Marketing Vancouver Island as one of my keywords or my main theme, I could maybe change this and get myself to position 1 to 3, and then I would get 33% of 735, or an even better keyword here. This one. This is actually what I would pick. And I just have to move up a little bit by focusing on this page, which has 1,000 people visited in the last 12 months. So that is how I would do keyword research for existing pages on my website. Now, I don't know if anybody's still here, but so now I have my page. So now, does anybody have questions? That was fast. Oh, I got 10 minutes to spare. Okay, that was probably too fast for a lot of people. I'm not sure where my partner is in crime, but I'm hoping he's around. Where are the search queries pulled from? Great question. These are pulled from Google. So Google Search Console is just information from Google. It doesn't account for your social information, but it accounts for so Google's giving you, they give you 1,000 key terms that you can see, and it all comes from your Google traffic, right? A lot of the time, people will go from social to your website, but they'll also go from social to Google to your website. And you can see that kind of thing in Google Analytics. Good question. I like that. So yeah, and they're pulled. I know that there's some API connection that you can get a whole bunch of additional keywords that Google's only showing us a portion, they say, but I am not there yet. But when I get there, that's a great question. And hello, Esther. I'm so glad you're here. And hello, David, Hills, and Phelan. Does anybody have any questions? Do we want to go back and look at Search Console? Kind of fun, right? Search Console is your secret weapon. It is the thing that's going to help you improve your website. And it is somewhere we do all our keyword research in here first and to improve our site. And then after you do this type of keyword research, the next step would be to go over to the search engine results pages, right? The SERPs, to see if you can beat or what kind of actions you're going to need to take to beat your competitors. If I am in the SERPs and I see that I'm competing against, everybody that does SEO, so like SEMrush, there's like HubSpot. I think you're being bought by Google maybe, and things I'm not going to rank. So I'm going to go for longer tail keywords, but I am going to utilize what Google's telling me that people are searching and I'm showing up. Yeah. Oh, it is a new rabbit. Honestly, I will tell you that it is the unsung hero of keyword research. It's free. And yes, it will be recorded. And yes, it is available. It is live streamed on YouTube. We'll probably go make the chapters. I'm not sure why more people don't talk about this. I just think I might be missing it. Where do you find this info? Oh, Hello. You would find this go into your own Google Search Console. If you don't have it set up, get it set up. It's pretty easy. You literally type in Google Search Console and it'll take you over there, and then you can follow the directions and go through how to set it up yourself. Or you can take our free course, which will help you set it up. And I think one of my team members will share that in the chat for you if you like. Over on LinkedIn, we'll come back if we're not there to share it right now. And it's a beautiful rabbit hole. It is one of my favorite things. The scripts, honestly, make it just that little bit more fun. I can actually go a little further with, let me see. Say we're back in the scripts, right? Oh, that was good. I'm playing with Ecamm, just so you know, and Keynote and Ecamm. So there's lots of moving parts. It's fun, a little daunting. But inside doing this research, if we want to filter in our Google Sheets, we can click on this and create filter, and then click on the little filter under the whatever you're trying to filter. Type in your business name, let's say, sit another way, and then clear. So anything with Seymour is now cleared, going to be cleared. And now I can find all the keywords that this page is ranking for and which I would pick, right? I want to pick something with high volume impressions and low position, right? But I don't want to aim for, if I'm ranking in 1, 2, or 3, I'm already getting most of the clicks. If I have a terrible click-through rate, I'd improve my meta. Yeah. Oh, and there's the doc for you. So yeah, if you haven't started using Google Search Console for under the performance tab, highly suggest going in there, checking it out. I think one of the greatest things is when you write a blog post and you've done some keyword research and you've picked a theme and you're super excited about it, or you've built some content and you're super excited about it and you put on, and then you start seeing that keyword show up in Google Search Console. It's beautiful. It makes you feel really good. We ranked for something like GA4, I don't know, something or other a couple of years ago when we were working on this. Now we're going to go back and do this, but you can find what people are typing into Google. I didn't show you one thing. So before we go, because I got 5 minutes and I did promise, so I'm going to go do it because it is interesting. So here we are back in Google Search Console. I know. And we're going to go and do a filter. Now I decided that I wanted to teach a class, but I didn't know if I should call it class or a course, right? And so I'm going to go filter, and I'm going to go filter my queries. Course. Ooh, look at that compare button. Course. And then class. And then let me apply. Course. Class. Containing. There you go. Apply. And over the last 16 months, which would I pick? It looks like there's a lot more impressions for course, right? It looks like my average position isn't great, but there you go. The other amazing thing I found in here is when you do a compare, you could just not even, and just let's do a filter. And first, let's get rid of it. And let's just do a new filter for all the queries where people asked a question, a how question. And then I can go back and I can see, the questions people are asking and like where I'm ranking, and I can get some great ideas for blog posts. And this is just one way, but this is a great way because Google is telling you what your website's already showing up for. So try to improve on that, right? Like I know I might not be able to rank for this keyword. And so this is how, if you picked a bad keyword for yourself or not, right? How to know keyword ranking, right? Like I might not be able to rank for that, but if I go to the pages, I can see which page that how question or all the how questions, right? So it's something to really play around with. They don't give you much information for dates when you're looking at clicks and keywords. They give you a lot of information. I suggest playing with filters. Yeah. That's all I got. That was super fun. A little unnerving at first, but fun. I feel like we're trying to actually do this so that our community, we can go back into the community when I click stop. So we'll be going back in there, but I'm ironing out some kinks. Yeah. Phelan, do you have any questions? Oh, I'm not on. Oh, here we go. Here's the link to the free course. Thank you, Yumi. Oh, thanks, Jody. You're so sweet. You are very welcome. I hope it helped. Hello, Emily Cooper and Matt. And yeah, this was fun. So this is when the session began. Sorry, I missed that. I think this is my second time doing the YouTube live. It's so fun. This is where we teach monthly. We teach on the third Tuesday at 12:30 monthly. We also have a Facebook group we run with marketers and people who love marketing. If you want to join us there, it's called Cyberpunk Geeks Marketing Mixer. Yeah. And I thank you guys so much for coming today. We'll see you next time.